My wife said, "We should get divorced while you still have your dignity." Then she took off with a man I'd never met and bragged about it in a private group chat. I didn't confront her, just filed first, froze the accounts, and sent her lawyer a courtesy copy of the chat logs. 72 hours later, her entire strategy fell apart, and her lawyer was frantically calling me instead. I still remember her exact expression when she said it. Not angry, not sad, just bored. "We should get divorced while you still have your dignity," sitting at our kitchen table on a Sunday morning, coffee cup halfway to her lips, casual like she'd suggested we try a new restaurant. 8 years of marriage, vaporized in 11 words. I asked the obvious, why? "Because we're different people," she replied, setting her mug down carefully on the coaster. "Because I want things you can't give me." She didn't elaborate on what those things were, didn't need to. The notification that had popped up on her phone the previous night while she was in the shower told me everything. A message from someone saved as J with a black heart emoji, "Missing you already. Next weekend can't come soon enough." I'd never gone through her phone before, never had reason to. But that night, something cold and certain settled in my stomach. When she came home late from drinks with the girls wearing perfume she hadn't put on that morning. When she left for her emergency meeting after dropping her divorce bombshell. I did what any IT security consultant would do. I backed up our home network data, router logs, every device connection. Our shared cloud storage keeps deleted files for 30 days. Our home security system archives footage for 60 days. I'm not a jealous man by nature, never have been, but I am thorough. What I found wasn't surprising, just comprehensive. Location data showing her at a downtown hotel 6 times in the past month. Text threads with her friend Megan discussing Jay and how to handle the exit strategy. Calendar entries labeled lunch that aligned perfectly with her phone being at that same hotel. Most damning, a private Instagram group chat with 3 of her friends that synced to our shared family iPad. A device she'd apparently forgotten was logged into her account for months. They'd been her personal cheer squad as she detailed her affair with Jay, a CrossFit instructor from her gym who was everything opposite of boring, predictable Mason. "He doesn't even suspect," one friend asked. "Mason's too busy with his computer security stuff to notice anything," my wife replied, adding a laughing emoji. "Besides, we barely talk anymore. When we finalize the divorce, he'll probably just nod and go back to his spreadsheets." Another gem, Jay says I can move in with him as soon as it's filed. His apartment is small, but we won't need much space. Lol. And the kicker, sent just 3 days ago, strategy meeting with Diane tomorrow. She handled my cousin's divorce and destroyed her ex-husband. Mason has no idea what's coming. Diane, her college roommate, now a divorce attorney known for aggressive tactics against high-earning spouses. I took screenshots of everything, downloaded all the data, then carefully restored her phone to exactly how I'd found it and replaced it on her nightstand. That night, she came home late again, mentioned casually that she'd be visiting her sister the coming weekend. Her sister lives 3 states away. The location sharing on her phone that she never bothered to disable would undoubtedly show her at Jay's apartment instead. I nodded, said I hoped she'd have a good time, and went back to my laptop. The next morning, I called in a favor from Ben, a former client who happens to be one of the top divorce attorneys in the city. I explained the situation, sent him the evidence. "Jesus, Mason," he said after reviewing everything. "She's planning to blindside you next week. Diane's Mo is filing for emergency support orders based on exaggerated claims. Usually works because the husband is caught completely off guard." "So what do we do?" I asked. "We file first.